TV and radio. You are listening to Liberty TV Radio. We're back. Woo! All right, good morning and welcome to the Wednesday edition of the Sports Buffet on Elegbete TV Radio. My name is Adafe Matthew. As you're gonna, you love to call me the Elegbete One of Sports. I'm not alone in the studio today. I've got Benedict Icky with me. And, this guy love to shoot from the hip in a different way from me, and you might hear things you don't plan to hear, but love him all the same because it's the best that you've got. And I'm not saying it's the best of the rest, but it's the best of the best. So stay with us as we go through all of the things on the headlines. Today, UEFA Champions League is going to be there. CAF Champions League talk is going to be there. But let's start with the headlines that I've got. Before I do that, let me say good morning to Benedict. Benedict, good morning. How are you?
I'm fine. I had a very great dream yesterday. I had a dream that Beyonce left Jay-Z, but all of that. But we're here to talk sports. It blast yesterday night. What more can I ask for?
How did you go about dreaming that Jay-Z and Beyonce are going apart?
And the funny thing that Dr. Dre was
Do you
there.
do you like do you like rap music?
No, no.
Are
To some
you
extent.
are you a Jay-Z fan?
No.
Are you a Beyonce fan?
No.
Are you smoking something?
It just happened. And Dr.
No,
Dre
no,
was,
no, no, no. Answer the question. Are you smoking something?
No.
Are you taking loud?
No. And the funny thing, Dr. Dre was there, and he just like, okay, that happened, and it was on his system. It was like, let me make my money.
Really?
That was why. So
Dreamer. Joseph. We change your name to Joseph now. Well, it wouldn't surprise me anyway, but let's just keep Saviki say you are a clown. He said the boy is a clown. I told you guys, he will say some things that is off the cuff. Just love him like that, okay? Okay, let's do the show anyway. Going to come back to you for Champions League talk and all that. But to you out there on Instagram Live and on YouTube Live, let's talk about the things you love to talk about. Somebody sent me a message say, we're only talking about the things you want us to talk about. Why don't you let us talk about the things we want to talk about? And I said, okay, that in itself is also good. So because it's all of us that's doing the show, right? So why not let you guys say the things that you want to say, the things you love to talk about, the things you have in mind in sport. So today, I'm going to leave it to you guys. I'm going to leave it in your hands. Say whatever you want to say, But while at it, we don't allow people to insult each other here. We don't allow people to talk down on another person here. So that would work. But anything other than that, say what you want to say. Because when the person sent me the message in my DM, and let me even go and read the message and see. Yeah. Twitter. Okay. I'm not sure I'm going to call the person's name now. Hello, Edafe. Good afternoon. I know that I might not be coming into you at the right time. You might be busy and doing other things, but just hear me out. I love your live streaming of your show every day, apart from the Tuesday. I miss it even though I listen to the radio on the app here in New Zealand, right? So I need you to look at it from this angle. It's an online radio, it's a community. And based on the fact that it's a community, I don't want you to do the shows like the regular terrestrial radio that you normally do. So what you should do is sometimes give us the opportunity to say the things that we want to say, the things that are in our minds and our own talking point, instead of you always telling us what to talk about, because it goes like you're still in your Brilla space. Okay, I understand. I understand how you chip that in anyway. But this is not to say what you're doing is not good. I'm impressed with what you're doing, your drive, your push, and giving other people the opportunity to grow, like Emmanuel Sebastian, the young man that is always with you recently. I I really love your drive. I love your push. But I think that it would be nicer if you also give us the chance to, bring up our own talking point instead of the uniformity of making all of us say what you want us to say. This is not me taking away from your show or trying to hustle your show and become the host of the show, but I think even other listeners will agree with me on this. Just give it a try. If it doesn't work, you can revert back. But I think that you should let us just come in because, for instance, a fan of Man United will want to talk about Man United, and on the day you're only talking about Arsenal and maybe something else that is not related to Manchester United. He will be there listening to everybody talk, but then he doesn't get the chance to really talk about what is on their chest, and that's not really the best way to go about it. It's an online radio, so it's more of a global community. Give everybody a chance to talk. So those of us in Australia that wants to talk about in Australia, yeah, that wants to talk about maybe rugby and other sports, we will not be able to talk about it. What about those people in the US who stay up all night and probably they want to talk about the MLS, they want to talk about basketball and the rest of them? Just give everybody a chance to say what they have in mind within the sporting space. It just might also give your show the diversity that it needs because, like you always say, we are all co-hosts. If we're co-hosts, then we should come in with our talking point and you at the moderator let it go. Just give it a try. If it doesn't work, you can revert back to what you do. Thank you very much. All the way from, I didn't mention his name now, all the way from New Zealand. So this is not going to be like the new pattern that we're going to roll on the show for a while. And I think Benedict will agree with me on this as well. So let's give everybody a chance to say the things that they want to say, what is most important to them, what is most pertinent to them in the world of sports and beyond. Yeah, the world of sports and beyond. And then we would see it work. If it doesn't work, maybe we would come back again with the talking point. I just thought that talking point, we bring talking point to guide people on what they should talk about. But then again, this person made a very good point, and I don't think it is wrong to try. After all, it is people's suggestion that has got us this far. And if we consider them a part of the community, then we should also be open to take correction from them and also allow them to be admin sometimes while we just follow. So for today's show, let's experiment it. Whatever it is you want to talk about, whatever it is, if you want to rant, rant. If you want to contribute. If you want to suggest. If you want to analyze. If you want to give us your whole list of talking points that we should talk or competition or anything you want us to do, there it's in your hand. Let us see how it goes. If it doesn't work well, we can revert. But for now, let's give it a try. Thank you very much. Very good listener all the way from Australia, New Zealand, and Australia, and next door neighbors, right? Okay, and for Benedict Aki that went to sleep and dreamt that Jay-Z and Beyonce got divorced and Dr. Dre was there, senior man, and he didn't do anything. Well, let's keep our fingers crossed and see how that goes. Dr. Dre, Jay-Z, East Coast, West Coast. Well, I don't know. But let me go with the headlines that I've got, well put together by the indefatigable, irreplaceable Timothy Dayimbo. Fantastic guy. For Peter Ibenode, I say get well soon. Sorry about going to the hospital now. You've experienced being in the hospital for the very first time in your life. But sorry about that. Won't get well soon. Godspeed, as to say in the US. It's what I wish you, and I hope that you come back stronger and better, and then you can be disturbing the Elevated TV family group. No wonder you've been quiet. You've given peace to Oganemiro for a while, and Pedro and Tunji and the rest of them. Please get well soon, because I like when people stress them the way they stress all of us. But that said, Oganemiro, fantastic guy, and Pedro and Tunji and the rest of them. Timothy Debo is still my very decent gentleman, perfect gentleman, different from the rest. Right, let's go on the headlines that we've got. CAF Champions League, we are optimistic of our chances against Esperance. That's Ilechukwu, the coach of Plateau United, speaking. Joining Chelsea, the best decision I ever made. You already know who did that, John Obi Mikel. Yes, UEFA Champions League, Napoli 6, Ajax, Inzaghi, Inter Milan, Inter Edge, FC Barcelona, Klopp'S Liverpool win at Anfield, Simeone's Atletico fall flat on the ground. Oosh. Well, not Napoli, they're finding form. And talking about Inter Milan, win against Barca can change our season. Hassan Akan Kalanoglu It's the one that's saying that Napoli must not lose focus. Luciano Spalletti for the spaghetti. So let's come up with the stories behind those headlines. The coach of Plateau United, Coach Fidelis Ilechukwu, has assured that I assure you, top to bottom, has assured that his team will get positive results in their Total Energies CAF Champions League uh, second round first leg tie against former three-time champion Esperance of Tunis on Sunday at the MK Abiola Stadium, Abuja. Coach Ilechukwu noted that though their opponent possesses pedigree in the competition, it would not in any way intimidate his team. Ilechukwu, speaking in the club's media, said, "We have it in we have it is going we know it is going to be tough. It's going to be a tough game coming up against an experienced side with so many records in the CAF Champions League, but we are very optimistic of our chances given the effort we have put in to prepare for them." Okay, let's see if it works. Don't forget that you have the second leg in Tunisia. That's the part that really matters, not this first leg that you are playing at home. That's my point anyway. I might be wrong, and they can really do prove me wrong, but I hope that they go through. I'm not banking on it, but I hope that they go through. The Peace Boys edged out Asomaji of Gabon 3-2 on aggregate in the first leg of the competition to book their place in the second round of the preliminary stage, where they were pitched against Esperance of Tunis. The winner of the second round over two legs will progress to the group stage of the competition. Just imagine Rivers United and Plateau United progressing. I'll be very, very good anyway. Oh, I had a very good chat with Finidi George and Joseph Yewo yesterday. Very beautiful one. These guys, they're still bodies, they're still my guys, okay? Joining Chelsea was the best decision I ever made. That's according to John Obi Mikel. And let's get the story out of it. Former Nigeria captain John Obi Mikel says picking Chelsea over Manchester United was the best decision of his career. Mikel, who retired last week at the age of 35, was the subject of a transfer battle between Manchester United and Chelsea in 2005 before signing for the Blues in 2006. In an interview with BBC Sports Africa, quoting from BBC.com, he said, I don't regret any decision I made because I enjoyed everything I achieved at Chelsea. It's the best decision I have ever made in my life, Mikel told the BBC Sports Africa. I signed a pre-contract for Manchester United when I was 17. It was, if you are a kid and you see Silas Ferguson right in front of you with the contract, of course, you will be tempted. I acted as a young kid, and as soon as Chelsea heard of the news, they came and got me out of Norway. Recall the 2013 African Cup of Nations winner. That's when people started saying that I was kidnapped. It wasn't a great moment for me then. I just wanted to play football because I was so young. But then Chelsea did a commando kind of stuff. They went black up. They did a black up on Manchester United, and they stood their ground and got it going. There's not going to be a club president like Roman Abramovich again. Probably Roman Abramovich is the one that comes close to Silvio Berlusconi. I still think that my all-time greatest football club president in the history of football, soccer, I'm not bringing in basketball and maybe NFL and the rest of them, but I'm just saying soccer, you can bring your own from every other place. My own is just soccer. For soccer or football, as we call it this way, is Silvio Berlusconi. Then the next that comes close to him is Roman Abramovich. Then beyond Roman Abramovich, I will go to Fiorentino Perez, then Juan Laporte, then a certain Jesus Gil. You guys need to search that name to know who I'm talking about. But then there is no money, no reward, but just guess who Jesus Gil is. Somebody who you would also love. Those club presidents that used to make the headlines way more than players. Just do a search and you can put in the comment section who Jesus Gil is. Okay, those are my top five. Is it top five? No, yeah, top five. You have Silvio Berlusconi number one, just Roman, excuse me, Roman Abramovich two, Fiorentino Perez number three, Juan Laporte number four, and Jesus Gil number five. Oh wow! Just got only one from the Premier League anyway. That's Roman Abramovich. All the rest, Sadaka. Those ones are not count. Okay. Ajax fell to the humiliating 1-6 loss to Napoli at the Johan Cruyff Arena on match day 3 of the 2022-2023 UEFA Champions League. Ghanaian forward Mohamed Kudus gave Ajax the lead on Tuesday night when Gianpolo Rasparati leveled scores with a diving header. In form, Napoli hit full swing, banging two more goals to lead 3-1 at halftime. 3 second half strike ensured the Italian Serie A side walked off the top with a convincing 6-1 win. Jesus Christ. Man, I come to your home and beat you like that.